How could I let myself be tricked like this? Revolved around you, idiot.
Was that the Empire State Building?
Remember that already.
Liberty Island, Manhattan.
I knew more or less where she lived, not how she lived. I would say below poverty line, if not for the fact that I've crossed the poverty line 100 levels up. Somehow I have to find her.
Damn, this is what ground level looks like. Damn, look at this place, dude. So that's the Statue of Liberty that's been now, I guess, anchored up to stop it from falling any further. So clearly the head.
The question is, what are my taxes being spent on?
And everybody lives way up there. So this is like ground level. And ground level looks bad.
Sarah needs electricity, and lots of it. These converters look new. Let's see.
It's a good shout.
Maybe I'll stop complaining about my apartment. These cables come out of the converter. Sarah, where are you? Even from here, you can smell the deadly stench of the slums. How can you live here? It doesn't seem connected to the net. Damn it.
Oh, that's a big dish.
Electric current powers up the antenna. Must be operational. Sarah needs to communicate somehow. I need to get a closer look.
Damn, this is the first time we're seeing the slums, and it looks pretty slummy. Is my car rested on the ground?
Lady Liberty, down in the dirt.
No, it's still not rested on the ground.
Right here with her people. No one else did.
Okay, where do the cables go? Well,
Cable draws the most of it.
this we should be able to work out relatively quickly.
It has to be here. I hope I'm not too late.
Sarah?
I hope we're right. If we're just going to kick the door open.
The murderer wanted to pull me into a maze, get me drunk with fear. But I had nothing to lose, and had been drunk already for a week.
Oh, wait, she lives underground? Go
What
away.
is this place?
Wait. That's creepy. What is the blinking light? Oh no. I'm out of pills.
Oh, fuck.
Oh shit. Need a hand? What else we got? I need ambrosia pills, really. Why do I get the feeling this is more the Stranger's Lair? Last chance. Wait.
Give it up! You're trapped!
Funny. You're the one bleeding.
You get one fucking chance. One!
Great. Just show yourself.
You gotta be kidding. Where is she? Talk!
Drop your weapon and get out. I'm counting to 3.
That's Sarah's voice.
Who the hell are you?
Ugh. I'm a department officer. You're gonna end up in the bank, you cunt.
Wait.
Oh shit. Sarah?
How about letting me know you're dropping by next
Oh, for
time?
fuck's sake.
Sure thing.
It's just a scratch. You can't hit anything in this body.
Well, lucky us.
Now I understand why she's in the slums.
Face, bloodshot eyes like a junkie. James, you know how strung out you look?
Me? You looked in the mirror lately?
How'd you find me?
You know I'm a detective, right?
I didn't think anyone would bother trying to find me. Stay still. Why did you come here?
When we lost contact, I thought he got you.
So that's why you busted in here like a psycho on a hunch?
A little more than a hunch.
Meaning?
I have some questions, too. One, actually. You should be in your first shell. A comfortable and efficient one. What the hell have you gotten yourself into? And you're smoking, too. Someone's fallen into bad company.
This body must have been through half a century of addiction. It'll drop dead before I get used to it.
Wait.
So, are you going to tell me where you got it?
My family thinks I'm away. I got the best synthesizer, remote work equipment. I didn't have to explain myself to anyone. And then fucking James Karra had to waltz in here and ruin everything.
I'm good at that. So what have you gotten yourself into?
It's a long story and complicated.
Good thing I'm a professional at complicated stories. Talk.
I didn't want to, but I had no choice. I did something sketchy, but otherwise...
Just spill it already.
Fine. You want it? Here it is. I rented my body on the black market.
Wow.
Sarah, what was your motive?
Motive? Seriously?
I'm not judging. I just...
What is this, an interrogation? No, fuck you.
Wow, the lore of this game just keeps on going further and further.
What fucking emotions management issues?
He abuses alcohol, don't argue, distract him, not to mention the wife. Problem of emotion management. Do I go on a computer? These are the photos I've been sending her, so that all adds up. Huh. The monitors are very sort of Bioshocky, or maybe even Fallout. I don't know. Ooh, what's in there?
What are these figurines?
They're memories. I've read that after an Icarite transplant, especially an illegal one, some can be lost. That one's the most valuable. One night, when the acid rain was bad, Taylor and I hid upstairs, where you came in. And back then, it was just a 2 by 3 foot hole that ended in a wall of rubble. And instead of sitting in the cold with her teeth chattering like any normal person, Taylor started fiddling with the flashlight. And then something flashed in the pile of rubble, so we started digging. And we dug until we unearthed this little Statue of Liberty figurine. It was beaten up, but looked valuable. And we fenced it right away. And we came back here hoping to find more.
Who's Taylor?
The greatest treasure in this film. We found out there used to be a museum here. So we dug more. Day after day, till our hands were bloody. We kept digging for normal people. Portrait of misery, desperation, but for Taylor, we were adventurers on a fucking treasure hunt. We glued, fixed, and sold everything we found. Would you believe we excavated this whole place like a pair of underage slum archaeologists?
The authorities just looked the other way.
They didn't give a shit. It's the slums. We were dirt poor and surrounded by dirt, but we felt rich. At least until Taylor tricked me. 8 years ago, give or take a few days.
Sister?
No. We were in love. I remember exactly when she tricked me, because it was when I turned 21. First subscription. And Taylor paid for it for me. She did it behind my fucking back.
Wow.
What am I missing?
After a month, her subscription expired. We were broke. There was no one to help her. She wound up in the bank. The body into auction.
Wow, that's messed up.
And that's why I have to get her out. No matter what it takes. You're the detective. Now you know my motive.
So that's really how it works. If you don't pay, your body gets auctioned off.
Oh, fuck.
Damn it. Got any ambrosia anywhere? Anything higher octane?
I'll pour us something. Or you can also help yourself to ambrosia in the bedroom.
Yeah, I definitely need ambrosia. Ambrosia? Ambrosia? There it is. Taylor Adams. Icarite will be delivered to the memory bank immediately. Row 731W, freezer 77329J. Body of confiscation.
Blood tests. Beginning of the month.
Jane Salma? Jane Salma, synchronization, the key to happiness. We've already discovered the key to eternal life. Now it's time to take the key to eternal happiness. It's the book you're holding. Jane Salma, an expert in psychology and psychiatry, whose famous statement, synchronization is all that really matters, reveals the secrets to deepening the synchronization process and achieving eternal happiness. So yes, I believe Jane Salma is the famous psych doctor.
I remember it. This is older than me.
Chicken of Justice. Last of his kind, he fights for a better world. When darkness falls, he dons a mask and dispenses justice. He crows each dawn with a pure heart, knowing he's protected the streets of his city. Fair enough. My last will. Max, Peter, Dario, you deserve answers, lots of them. But first, you deserve an apology. I lied to you. I haven't gone anywhere. I tried everything to get Taylor out. I didn't want you involved because it was too dangerous. The fact that you're reading this is proof. I'm sorry I left you. Sorry I didn't say anything, and sorry I didn't make it. I only ask one thing, and I've thought about it carefully. If I can't live without Taylor, I want to dream with her. I believe we'll dream together in the bank. Don't pull me out. Love, Sarah. P.S. I sorted everything for you. The items are below, marked with your names. Everything else can be thrown away or sold and divided equally. Wow. So we kind of got to get this done. Max, Dario, and Peter. So she's got kids or something? I mean, it would look like it. She might be pissed at me because I'm on camera.
James, aren't you afraid your memories will eventually fade away?
Lucky me. I don't fade. They haunt me. More literally than I'd like.
You must have some good ones. At least one.
We're at the movies, and Rachel tries to convince me it's a crime flick she's already seen. They were all the same to her. And of course, she's teasing me, and I'm trying to watch the fucking movie. Right now, I'd give anything to be sitting there next to her. I'd focus all my attention on her.
Maybe then you wouldn't remember it. Maybe it's the imperfect moments that create the most precious memories.
This one room, the bedroom, is totally secure.
It's a slum, but I gotta be able to close my eyes sometimes. It's possible to break in there with enough effort, but I'd have time to be awake and ready.
Shoot the shelf above the burglar?
I'd have time to reload and finish the piece of shit.
Okay.
In the middle of the room was a bunch of files with names.
Can't you respect anyone else's privacy? I said none of the siblings knew. If something went wrong, I prepared myself for it.
But what's one have to do with the other?
I sorted things out for them and left a will that made it clear I believed Taylor and I would be in heaven at the bank.
Looks like you covered all the bases. Nice work.
Thanks. I try.
Have you read Chicken of Justice?
There is no way you know this.
The last of his kind. He could give up, but he fights for a better world for the rest of us. A true hero.
Oh, I don't believe it. My brother Dario was crazy about him.
Brothers, siblings.
Did Dario also write riddles? There was one on the back of the book.
Yes, the Chicken of Justice could only be summoned by solving one.
I hope this isn't a tough question. Sarah, how are Max, Dario, and Peter now?
I wasn't talking.
I saw the name on the cabinets. Did they...
Don't worry, they're all alive and doing pretty well. They rented a legal apartment, floor 40. They
Oh,
have
nice.
better air than here. Bodies wear out slower.
So how did a slum girl get this job?
Maybe you got yours. I had to work for it.
Points for determination. Must not have been easy for you.
Fortunate combo. I had insomnia and hated wasting my time. I guess that's how I managed to pass all the exams.
Did our department come for Taylor?
Yes.
So why...
Did I join you? Maybe I wanted to take control? Of some sort. I decided I was never going to be powerless like that again. I'm just a liaison, but I already know when and where they move.
Do you know who it was? Which one of us came for Taylor?
It was hard to resist the temptation to check it out.
Wanna get some revenge?
He was so ordinary. A regular agent. To really get justice, I'd have to get revenge on this whole sick fucking system.
Then how about we get revenge on this whole sick fucking system?
Like that's possible.
What if it was?
Wait, what kind of bullshit is that? Are you accusing me of something?
Just curious. What are we drinking to?
Well, you're the expert. Sit down and make a toast.
All right.
Bottoms up. To honesty. I think we're gonna need it.
Okay.
What are you renting the body for?
Surrogate. For some rich broad. A good one, I hope.
Wait.
Sarah, please tell me it's not Jane Salma. I found her file.
Ugh, calm down. I checked her. I got to her. She had a similar case before, and they couldn't prove anything, even with plenty of evidence.
Damn it.
The arrangement came from me. She had the dough, I had the body with the right biological conditions, plus I could cover for her. That's why I know she's not a suspect.
Are you fucking nuts?
I'm risking everything for you, shithead. Do you understand that? The whole world doesn't revolve around you.
I don't think the whole world.
So trust me, like I trusted you.
All right. So you rented your body. Where did you get this one? The current model.
Salma said it was recycled.
That would make sense.
Give one to me.
No. A recycled body? After what I've seen, that's hard to swallow. They must have put someone on ice for you to get it.
No, no, no. Somebody bought a new body, and no one wanted this one.
You can scan the shell and check.
There's no need, really. Let's not.
Are you sure you know what you're doing? You need to see the big picture of what you've gotten yourself into.
James, I have nightmares. Every single fucking night. I see her in them.
Welcome to the club.
Every morning, I wake up from them and Taylor can't. And it haunts me. What if she's trapped there in an endless nightmare?
They're your nightmares, not hers. You're projecting your fears where they don't exist, and you have to deal with them.
James, I have to save her. Fuck.
Sorry. Yeah, I kind of stressed you out a little bit there, huh?
You understand?
I get it. Sometimes you have to cross the line. And if you do it, at least make it for someone you love.
Well, I don't know if that's what I want.
Do you know what I'd give to see Rachel again? Fucking anything.
Thanks for being straight with me.
Press your finger.
I can handle it.
This whole body swapping thing's kind of wild. All right.
Sarah, we need to start investigating.
Just a minute. Not so fast. One more question. A basic one.
Go for it.
Why don't you tell me why you stormed in here like a lunatic?
I told you, I thought you were in danger.
Based on what? Did something happen when we lost contact?
Mm-hmm. Can you fire up the board here?
No.
We'll do it the old way then. In the meantime, I'll summarize the Red Room for you.
The Red Room?
It's a piece of fucked up history. Better buckle up.
I can't
Okay.
believe all this evidence. You were right from the start.
Seriously? What surprises you most?
That's not what I meant. But the murderer was behind everything from the beginning. Did he take over his body?
Strong assumption. We better go one step at a time.
Now? You're going to get skeptical now?
I just want to sort it out.
Okay. Where do we start?
Okay.
James,
So,
I managed to get what was in Green's safe. There were recordings of his synchro tests and a ton of private notes. It's pretty unusual.
Upload.
okay, good stuff. Right. So, do we have any indication the killer took control of Green? Well, okay, yeah.
Why didn't we have access to these recordings?
They were in the Red Room.
I'll try to get to them.
Green's behavior is weird.
Normal.
Could this be desynchro?
It's possible. Green's behavior is weird. He's alone in the recordings, but he seems to be arguing with someone, maybe fighting. What does this mean? The modus operandi of a murderer, symbols and dates are carved half a century ago, the other freshly painted, both coinciding with dates of Green and Kovalev's final deaths. What was the point of the plot that linked Green's case to the Icarus shooting? I'm assuming Salma's recorder.
Oh, haven't heard that before. Good to know you still have feelings for them.
They didn't die because of money.
Yeah, they had plenty of it. There had to be another reason.
The four of them were scheming some new taxes and trying to cover their asses. Their death is significant, but taxes don't explain it. There has to be more to it. What though?
How did you describe it? That you're losing control of yourself?
Mm-hmm.
It's a kind of consciousness erosion. We'll increase the dose of ambrosia and the amount of synchro tests. Should help.
I need something better.
We don't have anything else yet. I'm working on it.
It's one big joke.
Selma sounds familiar, don't you think?
Shit, I thought she was gonna get herself a synthesizer. Maybe there is something that has a negative effect, like synchro tests, only in reverse.
I
still don't get that part of the story. When I think that they really use the...
At least the motherfucker's dead.
Everyone like him deserved it. Both died on dates shown on the symbols.
Nope.
The problem is that Green's date of death was carved long ago.
I learned this was the plan for the next 100 years. Numerous attempts to save what we have in this system.
And our system isn't perfect? At least for them.
It turns out not to be the case. Apparently, every prediction ended in disaster.
His own transfer machine.
There may be no evidence that they made a transfer of consciousness at the time of the incident, but his behavior...
I know, it's damn suspicious. Let's just put it together piece by piece.
Okay, so Green and Kovalev took out players who were symbols of the old order. In Green's final moments, there had to be more to it than just these few guys.
I'm getting used to the big names of the... You're telling me these are the only people who can deal with the chaos in this city?
Am I? No. But I think that's what Green is trying to tell us.
Do you buy it?
Well, this motherfucker knew corruption and power like no one else. Okay, whether it was Green's will or someone else was pulling the strings, why did Green have to die?
I see at least three possibilities.
Can you be more specific, Miss Detective?
I'm throwing them in.
Wait, does that need to go over here? No. No, it doesn't. It's not connected. Okay. So, if someone could influence Green, it's possible they could control someone else too. The situation created a political vacuum perfect for someone who wanted to seize power. Green was a key player in the intrigue, which was about burning Rome.
Lots of familiar faces, but compared to Green, they're small fry.
It's their mouth that spits out lies that millions eat up.
Since the most influential players are more or less dead, their seats are up for grabs.
That's a very good point.
Following this lead, Green didn't have to be the only one like that. The whole thing may simply have been about tearing the city apart.
I would say political.
More than 300 years of accumulated power and plotting.
No one else could bear it.
There's not that. Well, somebody else could. I mean, if somebody could control green, then sure, there's opportunity to control other people. But it seems like this person just really wants to tear everything down. So
Green was the last person who could stop the spreading chaos.
I wonder if his death was a crime of passion, or if it was planned.
definitely planned.
How much planning does it take to set up something like that?
I don't know, but we need to figure out who's pulling the strings in all this.
Were you close with Seth?
Sure.
Sure. He was my partner. Why'd you ask?
I remember you mentioned that you even talked with him about synchro problems.
We'd been sitting in a car for several dozen years. Had to talk about something.
The first time he ended up reconstructing a Nicorite?
Mm-hmm.
You blaming yourself?
We knew the risks. We weren't doing social work, but he was my friend. I hope he gets back on his feet after all this. Okay, let's try to draw some conclusions. It all comes down to one question. Could Green really be a puppet?
I thought so, but the more I watch the Red Room and foyer footage, the more I doubt it. Green, the way he gestures and talks to himself, he looks crazy.
Talking to yourself doesn't mean you're crazy.
You know what I mean, when he's waving his arms and hurting himself. But I have no idea what taking over a body would look like. Fuck, I don't know. Which one of them was behind this? Green or the killer?
The more important the decision, the less certain, huh?
We're out of time for mistakes.
Ah. See, honestly, I don't really know. This whole thing's kind of boggling my mind a little bit because I do agree that Green was just crazy and wasn't necessarily in control, but it seems like somebody who's wanting to tear it all down. I don't think Green's that guy.
He's a murderer. Green's death wouldn't make sense. He must have been influencing for a long time until he finally got him to shoot the other deviants. Damn influential deviants. He took another harvest on Icarus.
And if he's aiming to paralyze the city, to create chaos, so what's his next step?
The motherfucker leaves no trace. The trail's cold.
Why haven't we heard of him before? He's a pro, after all.
Criminals are still in their learning curve when they do their first crimes. They leave more traces behind.
I'll check similar poisoning cases in recent years.
No, poison may have been removed from reports. Check the final death.
Hopefully we get something out of this.
Oh, I think I have something. 2 weeks. No, shit. I was wrong. Forget it.
Sarah, rewind.
No, you can't touch your own case, or reconstruct it, or explain it. You can't defend yourself.
I'm the only one who can.
Oh, the fucking savior of the world. Can't you let go just this once?
You know the answer.
Damn you. Hang on.
I have to... What's this?
A new earpiece. This one shouldn't be so easy to spot.
Ah, thanks.
So going back to my case? Well, the train disaster? Rachel! I can't walk any faster.
Rachel?
Drag me under again. Yeah. I wonder if that's suggesting that she's free.
Looking in the mirror at yourself, sometimes the scariest thing imaginable. But it was time to face myself on my own, without dragging anyone else down.